Here now, Elyse, it is looking nasty outside.
Hey there, Brandon. Yes, a quite active picture right now on 13 alert radar, and it's an evolving situation as we're starting to see some of these thunderstorms strengthen just a bit as we go on throughout the day. So we had some heavy rainfall in the city of Houston. That has moved out, but as this line continues to track east, it is picking up steam. We just got a strong thunderstorm alert from the National Weather Service. They're pointing out this particular thunderstorm that is just south of I-10 near Baytown, Deer Park, and Pasadena in southeastern Harris County, just north of Galveston Bay. The strong thunderstorm alert in effect for Baytown, League City, Pasadena, Pearland, to name a few, potentially producing wind gusts of about 40 miles per hour, small hail, heavy rainfall. Of course, one thing that I was looking at with this particular line before we got this weather alert is all of the increase in lightning. That's usually a telltale sign that we're starting to see a stronger updraft and potentially a stronger thunderstorm. So as this line continues to track east at about 25 miles per hour, producing potentially 40 mile per hour winds. It'll be near Santa Fe around 11:30, crossing into Chambers County around 11:53. So we'll be continuing to watch this thunderstorm as it moves over Galveston Bay. Bigger picture though, one thing I want to point out is a lot of these thunderstorms are pretty shallow. So while they're producing heavy rainfall because of how humid it is, it's not until we start to see thunderstorms grow to about 30,000 feet when we could start to see them become strong to severe. We are starting to see a few stronger thunderstorms, or at least some thunderstorms, move through southern Liberty County. Then farther south, part of this line I'll be watching is just going to be passing close to League City soon, into Galveston and portions of Brazoria County. We also have a flood advisory that's in effect until 11:45. I think the street flooding and area flooding is going to be the biggest concern today. No flash flood warnings at this point, but we're likely seeing some wet roads across I-10 in western Harris County, within the inner loop and the Beltway as well, with potentially 1 to 2 inches of rain falling already. We're going to continue to go over the severe weather threat and how many rounds of rain we could see over the next 24 hours, Brandon, coming up in my full forecast.
Okay, see you in a few minutes.
This morning, we're continuing to keep a close eye on 13 alert radar with an active and stormy day ahead of us. I want to start with that one thunderstorm we were keeping a close eye on. National Weather Service allowed that strong thunderstorm alert to go away as this thunderstorm is now moving over Galveston Bay, or at least the strongest part of it is, but it's just south of Chambers County now in Galveston Bay. Lots of lightning still with this thunderstorm. A marine warning is out. We did get a measured wind gust of about 50 miles per hour from a Coast Guard ship as this thunderstorm was moving over Galveston Bay. And just looking at our storm relative winds, we are potentially picking up wind gusts within this thunderstorm between 30 to upwards of 40 miles per hour. So we are going to be seeing some gusty winds along this main line. But the good news is, with my latest analysis, not seeing a lot of rotation with these thunderstorm winds. So tornado threat as of right now is pretty low with the current thunderstorms. As we look a little farther north, you can see the scattered light showers across much of Harris County, Montgomery County, and even Liberty County. Farther south along this line, though, where that strong thunderstorm has developed, we're keeping a close eye on storms that are developing into portions of Brazoria, Fort Bend, and Galveston County. Not seeing a lot of lightning strikes, though. So these are just showers right now, nothing strengthening at this moment. And the heaviest rain is starting to track farther east, moving out of the Beltway and inner loop. But we still have some light rain across the region into the afternoon. Big picture now, this is just wave 1. We are going to get a little break before we start to see wave 2 of potential strong to severe storms. Those are continuing to develop in the Brazos Valley and Hill Country, and they'll track from east to west into portions of southeast Texas later today. Flood advisory still in effect for portions of Harris and Fort Bend counties. This is in effect until 11:45. We likely picked up around 1 to 2 inches plus of rain with that initial wave of showers this morning. So you know we're going to run into some wet roads, some ponding on roads, and some area and street flooding. That's the top concern, especially with how many waves of rain we're going to see. Every shower that develops today has the potential to produce some heavy rainfall. It is so humid. This is southeast Texas after all. So this is a threat for today and tomorrow. But we also could see potentially some of those damaging wind gusts upwards of 60 miles per hour with the strongest storms that develop. And the tornado threat, it's not zero, but it is conditional. We have that front right over our heads. So we have wind shear, winds coming in different directions directions just because of the weather system that is parked over southeast Texas. So that's why we have a 2% risk for a tornado today. Generally, I think it's very, very low, but it's something we want you to be aware of. As for tonight, we keep several rounds of showers and storms in the forecast. Very unsettled until this front rolls out, and that's not going to happen until later tomorrow. So you'll see all the rain yet to fall here on Future Track. This is 1 p.m. still keeping some of those scattered strong storms in the forecast. They continue through about 6 o'clock, and here's 5 p.m. Could potentially see another wave of stronger storms moving from west to east during the evening commute. This could be a big impact for you later today, but by after sunset, this is when I really think we'll start to see the severe weather threat diminish for today. Not necessarily heading into tomorrow. Here's Future Track at 3 a.m. I do think Future Track is overdoing the scope of the storms, but I am anticipating loud thunderstorms with heavy rainfall, thunder and lightning overnight tonight, and gusty winds. That line pushes away, will likely strengthen as it tracks east into Louisiana, and we'll have one round of storms left tomorrow as that front begins to roll through the region. So we have 2 rainy and stormy days. Umbrellas needed. Might need to shift around your plans just in case we could have storms impact them. That front clears by Thursday. We have some cooler weather to round out the week before our next cold front and storm chance enters the forecast on Saturday. And we'll be right back after this break.